Today, I'm going to be going from a complete noob to having some of the best units in the game. Now, this took me days to do, mainly due to waiting for Yojin to go in the banner, but I hope you guys enjoy. Any of you who played Anime Last Stand before, you'll know you used to be able to get an OP off the start of the game by using all the codes the game gives you. But that's all changed now.
Not around here, partner. Not around here.
See, now you can only use around 5 codes, which gives you basically nothing. But the important thing is that it gives you 500 shells. So we take our noob self and go use those 500 shells in the new event banner, and we get Law. That's not his name in game because, you know, copyright, but his name's Law, right? After that, we went to go check the main banner for the only unit we really care about, which is Businessman Yojin, but he wasn't there, so we went straight to story after that. And if any of you are curious why I'm not going to show much gameplay of the story, it's because it's unbelievably slow. I don't know why, but the devs didn't give it 2x speed like they gave all the other modes, so it takes a really long time. Now, Law is a really good unit for story because he's a heal unit, meaning he can hit flying and ground units. So we easily beat the first 2 maps, but it was already night time for me at that point, so I put my account in the AFK chamber. And when I woke up, I had 1700 emeralds and 9 demon capsules, but I didn't even know what those were, so we opened them up, but I only got shards and XP food, so I just went back to doing story. Now I was doing fine beating map after map until I got to Hero Association. I was literally just minding my business, playing the game, and then I got this error. I didn't know what to do, so I made a TikTok asking people, and they said that Roblox got struck down by the gaming gods and no one was allowed to play right now. So I ended up just getting off for the day. Whenever the Roblox issue got fixed, I didn't really feel like playing ALS, so I got on and just put my account in the AFK chamber just to gather some emeralds. But whenever I got on after that, you'll never believe the tragedy that happened. Now, you'll never believe me. You know how you get those demon capsules for being AFK? Yeah, well, when I got back on, I had opened those, and I got Rengoku. So I was really hyped thinking about what trait to give him and everything, and then my power went out. So all of that footage got corrupted. The only bit of footage I have is of the AFK chamber screen because for some reason I hit record and then I stopped recording by accident. But look, man, I swear, I got this legitly out of a capsule. And no, during this time, it's probably been like a day and a half already, and Yojin still hasn't been in the banner a single time. So while being really happy that I got the new unit, but also devastated that the footage got corrupted, I went and continued to do story. Then it was nighttime again, so I fell asleep. And then I woke up and continued doing even more story. And we were doing really good until we got to the Infested City map where we barely beat the Act 5 boss. So I figured that I wouldn't even give Act 6 a chance. The problem wasn't that my units weren't good enough, it's that I still didn't have a farm to be able to max out the units that I did place. I figured the best thing to do is just to go farm Infinite while we waited for Yojin to go in banner. And I ended up doing Infinite for like 4 hours until I got bored. And surprisingly, doing Infinite is actually really good for emeralds. You get like 600 to run, and probably more if you actually have good units. I ended up seeing Guts in the banner, so I decided to summon for him because, you know, he is the best unit in the game with glitched, as unreal as that is to go for. But I looked at the requirements to evolve him, and if I ever dreamed to gain that evolution, I would have to start farming for shards immediately. I ended up grinding challenges for a couple hours, but I got really depressed because I was barely getting any shards. And at that point, I was thinking that this grind was going to take weeks. But when I got back to lobby, someone had an event portal up, so I snuck in and we actually managed to win the tier 3. And the shard gain from portals compared to challenges is actually unreal. Like, you can do challenges for an hour and barely get 1 shard. Meanwhile, you do 1 portal and you'll get a common, rare, and epic shard just from 1 portal. It's actually insane. So I focused on doing portals for a while and it was actually working. I was managing to sneak into people's portals and they were good enough to carry me to the victory. I would say a lot of the specifics, but I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of just me standing there upgrading 1 unit while everyone else actually gets the damage to kill the boss. So it was kind of boring. And at some point Garo was in the banner, so I figured I'd summon for him because he was one of the units that I wanted at the beginning of the game. And the only reason why I wanted him is because if you somehow get glitched on Garo, he's like the best starting unit in the whole game. I'm not even lying. So I summoned for him, got him, and decided I should roll, thinking that I might get lucky. But I only got Demigod, and I wasn't willing to waste more rerolls on him, so then I rolled Guts, and I got Shinigami, and I was happy with that. So I continued doing the portals while still helplessly relying on others. So I saved up 500 shells and went to go summon, hoping to get idle because I still didn't have a farm. So I ended up summoning and I got the last great mage, which I'm pretty sure if you can get glitched on her, she is a good unit, but I never ended up using her. And mind you, at this point, I have been playing the game for 2 days, and Yojin still hasn't been in the banner a single time. So I continued grinding portals, suffering, and I finally saved up another 500 shells. And I was hoping this time would finally be the time that I get idle. So I summoned with a lot of hope.
Nope.
And got this unit called Scarlet Mage. and I didn't even know who this is. So she went straight to the inventory, never to be seen again. So I went to go check the banner and there was a new one in 9 minutes. So I decided to wait, thinking maybe by some small chance there would finally be a farm in the banner. And it actually ended up paying off because when the new banner came, Idol was there. Now I was so happy. So I immediately got her and locked her in the team. Now she is like the worst farm in the game, but I didn't even care, bro. I needed something. So I went to go do portals, that way I could get shells to buy capsules, and maybe by a small chance I would actually get her skin. I farmed portals until a new banner came, and when it did, I was only able to afford 3 capsules, so I tried to open those, but of course I didn't get her skin. So I went to go check banner, and bro, you wouldn't believe my eyes when there was a Speedwagon farm unit. Bro, I was so happy.
Yeah, boy.
But also I was so depressed because why did it take so long? But I immediately summoned and I locked him into the team. And at that point, I didn't even care about portals no more. I just wanted to finish the story. So Idol was never to be seen again. Now this is an actual good farm, unlike Idol, who's only good in the event because of her skin. So I immediately went to go try the Act 6 boss that I was too scared of before. And bro, he was barely coming down the path and he was already at a quarter of health. It was insane. We melted him. So I was confident and went straight to the next Act 6 boss, who was scary because he did have a lot of health, but he got melted just like the last one. And with that, I finally beat all of the story in Anime Last Stand. And this is where I'm going to end the video. I was going to try to get Guts evolution, but even after all my grinding, I can't even make his dark great sword. And that's not even requiring the other 10 mythic shards on top of that. But I hope you guys like and subscribe because this video took so long to make. And by the way, I never even got Yojin. He never went in the banner.
Saving our money, no move, raw, fast, take a light.